Oh, that's Highland. That's not a good one. 19th looks good, though. All right. Yeah, you think? San Bernardino County Sheriff, right? Yeah. A what? Here we go. Yeah, Leslie, it's a standoff now. What's concerning about this, now this is on the 210 westbound just past Haven and Rancho Cucamonga. We know this started out in the San Bernardino area, at least we believe that. What's concerning, though, it doesn't look like the suspect vehicle hit anyone, but now he's facing officers. Door is open. That's complying with officers, so there's some good news as far as that is concerned. We were worried that if he did drive his car towards the officers, they may open fire on this individual. It's a man, appeared to be smoking something. The windshield wipers are on, acting a little unusual, and authorities right now have completely shut down the 210 freeway westbound just past Haven. What we would hope is that the suspect will obey commands right now, put his arms up, throw the keys out, back up towards officers so they can clear the vehicle and take him into custody. But these situations can really get dicey when you have your guns drawn on a suspect if he does not follow the orders of police. But it looks like right now he is complying. What they usually do is have him back up and then lay down, possibly even lift up his shirt to make certain he doesn't have a weapon of any type, get away from the vehicle. Then they're going to have to clear the vehicle before they move in and take him into custody. So once again, it's on the 210. It's all westbound lanes past Haven in Rancho Cucamonga. So you can imagine traffic is a mess, backed up from the I-15. 19th Street is a good alternate around this. Hopefully this will be over here in just a moment. They'll be able to take him into custody and then get this car off to the side of the freeway and open up all lanes. But at least for the moment, it appears the suspect is obeying officers, and hopefully this can end without incident, and we can get the freeway open back up. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, it's difficult to tell. He is making very slow, small steps back towards the officers. I would think now, though, this is exactly what they want from him. Come back slowly. Keep your hands up. No sudden movements. At some point, any moment now, they'll want him down on the ground, face down with his arms and legs spread. Then they'll clear the vehicle. Then they'll go in and take him into custody, and then they will be able to open the freeway. And a lot of times they want to see how the suspect is going to comply. They just told him to move to the right. He did that. They're telling him to move back. He's doing that. It gives them a little better time to assess the situation, the distance from him to the vehicle, how close he gets to officers, how much they can actually see. The closer he is, the better they have a view of everything that's going on. If there's a bulge in his under his shirt, that could possibly be a weapon, anything like that. But it looks for the most part like he's obeying all of their commands. Any moment now, I'd expect him to be face down on the freeway, and hopefully for this to be over. Yeah, I don't know about minimal because it's been here for about 15 to 20 minutes, I would say, in total. So it's going to really take a lot of time to recover. But I don't see damage. I can tell you, though, initially when I showed up on scene, I saw that vehicle turned around, pointed towards the officers. That wasn't good because if he would have drove the vehicle towards the officers, they may have opened fire. Now, right now it appears he's not really being completely compliant. If he is, he's taking his time. And Leslie, it does appear more and more as we watch his movements there, a little slow. Maybe he's under the influence of drugs or alcohol. There could be a mental disability. It's real difficult to tell for sure. But this is all good because right now the officers really are not in danger any longer. It'd be very difficult for the suspect to make a sudden movement and shoot at them if he had a weapon. They want to clear the vehicle, though. They don't want to be fired upon from someone who might be inside that car. So right now they're taking him into custody. They'll get him off the freeway. Once they clear the vehicle, they should get this off to the shoulder and open up lanes. Again, for your commute, it's a 210 westbound just past Haven. All lanes are blocked. It didn't affect the eastbound side too much. They'll check the trunk there. We would hope within the next 4 or 5 minutes or so, they'll get everything off to the shoulder because the suspect is in custody, and it looks like the vehicle is clear. You know, I don't know, to be honest with you. We picked it up out in the San Bernardino area on the 215 approaching the 10 as a slow-speed pursuit. We did not get any information initially as to what the suspect was wanted for, so we just don't have that. But if you open up a little bit, Jamie, it looks like, you know, they are aware they want to get traffic moving, and it looks to me like they're going to make an effort right now to get this vehicle off to the right side of the freeway and open the freeway up. So once again, it's westbound. That's what you got to worry about. It's just sucked in from the 15 split on the 210 westbound here towards Haven, but we would expect it all lanes to be opened up here in just a moment.
Okay, Scott, thanks. And, you know, it's one of those deals where, you know, as we start to wrap up this, we have about a minute left, Scott, so we can kind of keep people posted as to what's going on. Right. But, you know, they're going to, as we said, I mean, it'll be freeway speeds, except, you know, you'll probably want, do you think they'll leave the far right lane closed, or do you think they'll be, if they get it open, they'll be able to just move it along all of them?
I think they'll open everything up because there's no damage, there's nothing to investigate, although they may be worried about the suspect's condition. If that's the case and they have to wait for an ambulance, we could have the 2 right lanes shut down. It looks like they're starting to move their vehicles, but they're not lifting him up and getting him into a vehicle quickly. So it's really hard to say. My advice would be to avoid the 210 westbound. 19th West is a great alternate to the south of the freeway, or think about the 10. This could take a while. If they can't get the suspect up, they have to wait for an ambulance and get him some medical condition. But if they do get him up off to the shoulder, then everything, I think, would open up here pretty soon, within the next 4 or 5 minutes or so. It'll open up a bit, Jamie. It looks like officers not only getting ready to move the vehicle, but they were getting into their cars, getting ready to move their car. Left lane open now.
All right. Well, Scott, thank you. That's going to do it for Eyewitness News this morning. We take you to GMA with Robin, George, and Michael.
All right. Well, I don't know where we're going to eat now, but if you want a 750 hit. You do not hear me? Let's go to Ontario now. All right, copy that. We're going to Ontario for fuel.